The power of grace and kindness. Quote, "He who is not harsh of tongue but full of grace and liberality commands the homage of the world." Words have immense power. The way we speak, the kindness we show, and the generosity we offer can shape our relationships and influence the world around us. Today, let's explore a profound truth. He who is not harsh of tongue but full of grace and liberality commands the homage of the world. But what does this really mean? And how does it impact our lives? Meaning of the quote. This quote teaches us two things. First, that the way we speak matters. A gentle tongue creates peace, while harsh words create conflict. Second, it tells us that generosity, both in words and actions, earns respect. Those who are kind and giving naturally attract love, admiration, and trust from others. Think about the leaders, teachers, or friends you admire the most. Are they aggressive and rude, or are they kind, wise, and giving? The ones who command true respect are those who uplift others, not those who bring them down. Religious perspective. Many ancient teachings emphasize the power of gentle speech and generosity. Wisdom passed down through centuries reminds us that speaking kindly is not just about being polite, it's a form of inner discipline. It reflects self-control, patience, and wisdom. Furthermore, giving freely, whether it's kindness, wealth, time, or knowledge, is seen as a path to spiritual growth. It's believed that the more we give, the more we receive, not necessarily in material wealth, but in peace, happiness, and the love of others. In spiritual traditions, those who are harsh and selfish are often portrayed as struggling, while those who are kind and giving find peace and fulfillment. Scientific perspective. Science supports this wisdom. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that speaking harshly increases stress hormones like cortisol, both in the speaker and the listener. On the other hand, speaking gently and positively activates areas of the brain associated with trust, connection, and happiness. Generosity also has measurable benefits. Studies show that acts of kindness and giving trigger the release of oxytocin, the love hormone, which strengthens relationships and even improves physical health. People who are generous tend to live longer, have better mental health, and experience greater life satisfaction. So, whether from a spiritual or scientific viewpoint, the conclusion is the same. Kind words and generous actions improve not only our relationships but also our well-being. Let me tell you a short story. There was once a young barista, Emma, working in a small coffee shop. One morning, she was overwhelmed with orders, and a customer snapped at her for being too slow. Tears welled in her eyes, but she kept working. Then, an old man in line spoke up. With a gentle voice, he said, "Take your time, dear. You're doing great." He even left a generous tip. Emma smiled for the first time that day. Inspired, she carried that kindness forward. Later, when she saw a homeless man outside the shop, she offered him a warm cup of coffee. That single act of kindness created a ripple effect. The homeless man, feeling valued, later helped a struggling mother carry her groceries. That mother, grateful, helped someone else. And so, a simple act of kindness kept spreading. This is the power of a kind word and a generous heart. One person's grace can change another person's entire day, or even their life. How this applies to everyday life. How can we apply this wisdom in our own lives? At work, speak with respect to your colleagues. Instead of criticizing, offer constructive feedback. A kind word can motivate more than a harsh one. In relationships, arguments happen, but instead of shouting, try speaking with understanding. A calm voice can solve problems faster than an angry one. With strangers, a simple thank you to a cashier or a smile at someone having a bad day can make a huge difference. On social media, Words online carry weight. Before posting something negative, ask yourself, will this uplift or harm someone? Being mindful of our words and generous with our kindness doesn't just change how others see us, it changes how we feel about ourselves. It makes the world a better place, one interaction at a time. The world honors those who are kind in speech and generous in action. If we all make small efforts each day to be a little gentler, a little more giving, we will not only gain respect, but we will create a world that is more compassionate, more understanding, and more beautiful. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.